What's up? And welcome to Devlog 1 of Square 2. I'll be going through what I have been working on the game for the past weeks. Before I get into it though, please subscribe and like this video. Now let's get into it. First off, I was working on level 15, which I left off on in the previous devlog. Here is a quick time-lapse of me making the level, and here is how it looks in-game. This level specifically teaches the player that moving walls exist alongside moving platforms. After working on this level, I just felt like making more mechanics, so I made 5 new mechanics. Here is the first, which is a basic spinning platform. However, unlike the original square, other things can be attached to the spinning platform like spikes. I'm also able to just make the spikes spin by themselves while leaving the spaces between them. This will help me make some design for future levels. I then made platforms which disappear and appear at set durations. The platform acts and looks normal when it is on, but when it turns off, the platform darkens and the player falls through it. Next, I made some art components for the next mechanic, which would be the spinning laser. I made a center point and a laser beam. The spinning laser acts the same as a spinning platform, but it can actually kill the player on contact. Here it is in game. Here is a spinning laser with no modifications to it. However, I could change the lasers in different ways, such as removing one side of a laser, or adding one to be in a different direction, or adding multiple lasers, and more. This makes the spinning laser much more versatile than using a spinning platform with spikes on them. I then drew up another mechanic, which was a pink jump elevator. This mechanic came from the original square and is one of my most used ones. When the players inside this, they can jump as many times as they want, hence the name. This helps in making interesting level designs where the player essentially is able to platform in the air through infinite jumps. Next up was the purple propulsioner. A quick fun fact, this was the only mechanic in the original square with a self-drawn up sprite where I used paint to create its sprite back then. Here is the propulsioner in action. This mechanic works by propelling anything inside it to its direction that it is pointing towards. I am able to control the direction and force of the propulsioner, allowing me to make many level design concepts. When the player dashes in the same direction as the propulsioner, they get propelled even more. When you dash towards it in the opposite direction, the player gets pushed back and may or may not be able to overcome the force of the propulsioner. In the making of level 16, I wanted to make a level such that it's able to properly introduce the spinning platform to the player and have them get used to the different things it can do. So, at the start, I just placed normal spinning platforms, but eventually, I'll move on to placing spinning platforms with spikes on them to ramp up the difficulty. And here it is, fully finished. I somewhat refrained from mixing in too many mechanics in this level and wanted a main focus on spinning platforms. Next up, in the making of level 17, I wanted it to be a follow-up level to level 16 where the player can get more used to the spinning platforms and more of its mechanics. I placed spinning platforms that had 2 platforms in it, a spinning platform with its pivot on the end of the platform, a spinning platform with walls on them, and even spinning platforms with a bounce pad on them. This level mainly is used to show off the many versatile things the spinning platform can do. Here is level 17 completed, and I honestly think this level turned out pretty well. The player just gets bombarded with spinning platforms everywhere they go, and that's the fun part of this level. Finally, here is the last level I made, level 18. This level introduces the aforementioned spinning laser and mixes it in with spinning platforms. I also mixed in this mechanic with other mechanics such as the falling platform and walls and one-way platforms. Now, here is the level fully completed. The player has to go through many spinning lasers and then has to go through a section with a spinning laser with falling platforms and walls. The player then encounters the spinning platform mashed together with the spinning laser before the final section where, as you can see, the player needs to be precise. And that's it for this devlog. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and sub, and even check out the games I've made previously in my HIO page. You can check it out through the link for it below in the description. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see ya at the next devlog.